Hello and welcome to CXO Fireside Chat on technology innovation in aviation industry. Today we are honored to have Vinod Bhat, Chief Information Officer and Chief Ethics Counselor at Tata SIA Airlines, joining us. A
Thank you,
warm
Kalpana, for
welcome to
having
you.
me. Thank you for having me, and pleasure to be on this chat session.
Thank you. So to kick things off, let's delve into the realm of technology innovations within the aviation industry, something that has become increasingly crucial over time due to its impact on safety standards and operational efficiency. So, Mr. Bhatt, could you share your insights on how technology has been driving innovation within Tata SIA Airlines?
Yes, see, Kalpana, if I have to paint a broader picture of the industry, so there are last 2-3 years have been very disruptive, transformative in terms of the business process disruption, the reimagination, technology, embracing the new technologies, and a lot of data has been generated as part of it. And a lot of our services have moved from offline to online. So the data which is existing across multiple channels. So for us, first thing was that how do you get the one single view of the customers? Because customers are going through web, mobile, now it is social media, all the different channels. So I think our first job was to profile the customers, and for that we use the AIML, we use the algorithms, we use the deduplication methodology and we build the 360-degree view platform for our customers. It was very crucial for us because we wanted unless you understand the customers, you can't do anything beyond that, right? You can't do marketing, you can't do personalization, you can't service them, support them. So the first job which we did was as part of last 2-3 years have been fine tuning, building that platform which could give us the view. And it's an ongoing exercise, and we have been slowly connecting the dots in the organization, to this platform. And I think slowly we're seeing the benefits which is being seen by the customers as well as by the employees.
Yeah, sure. So, how do you envision emerging technologies like you're talking about AI, and then there is IoT, blockchain. So, how do you envision these emerging technologies reshaping aviation landscape in years to come? And if you already have a landscape, existing landscape, if you can throw some light, share some use cases.
See, Kalpana, good news is that there are tons of technologies today, and most of them are applicable to the aviation industry. For example, you talked about IoT. So IoT sensors have been existing in the aircraft for long, and now the same IoT sensors have been put at the airports also, where you can actually, during COVID, it was really very beneficial to do the queue management, right? Which was very difficult otherwise. Similarly, you can actually use these sensors to check the temperature. You can use these sensors to get the health of the parts which are actually within the aircraft. So it is one technology. Same thing about blockchain also, right? Blockchain has multiple use cases from the engineering point of view, from the baggage tracking perspective, or for the entire supply chain perspective. And I would probably pick immersive technologies as one of the technologies which you will see a lot more getting embraced as we march into the years ahead. For example, you talk about augmented reality, you talk about virtual reality, you talk about mixed reality, extended reality, and metaverse. And you would have seen that now it's very easy to visualize a place. And if you have to launch a new station, you may give a feel to the customers through metaverse of that station, even before before visiting that place. And same thing for our engineers. Engineers, if they have to get trained on new aircrafts, they can use, and we have used that already. Vistara has got the whole virtual reality based applications and tools which help our engineers to get trained on the maintenance part of it. And same thing about the whole AI, the whole co-piloting thing which is coming up. I think that's also getting embraced here also in our industry. And we have developed a lot of self-service bots which are helping on both the sides, B2B as well as B2C, to our employees as well as to the customers. So it is very, very exciting. And analytics probably is one more technology which is very crucial. where you use the data. Since you have a lot of data, so how do you draw the inferences from the data? How do you connect those inferences with the business decisions? How do you move the journey from a reactive to proactive to predictive model? Right, so that will continue, and these technologies will continue to play a important role. Vistara was very lucky to be born on cloud. So we have the multi-cloud environment where we could, it really suits well the whole aviation industry, because the demands are fluctuating, so you can actually manage the cloud well. But see, cloud is a bit of a double-edged sword. If we don't tame the cloud, it's going to probably put a lot of pressure on you in terms of cost or in terms of management. But if you once you know that how to leverage the power of cloud, I think it becomes an important tool for you in terms of the dynamic demands of the industry. So a lot to look forward to. There is one area where Vistara has really strengthened its maturity, which is on the cybersecurity side. Because of these, while there are a lot of good things happening on the technology side, but there are a lot of aspects which you need to worry about as a leader. That how do we improve the posture management, security posture of our organization, and where you move from the journey of typical EDR to XDR, connecting the SIMs, connecting the IAM spams of the world. So that journey is also going on, and we are a regulated industry, so you need to be very sure about the personal data, PI data, and all. So I think very exciting time in terms of embracing the new technologies, and you will see almost every technology has a use case in aviation.
Yeah, so that's fantastic. We were talking about cloud and especially the multi-cloud, and you mentioned that it's expensive affair as well, but one should know how to leverage it. So we have been talking a lot about the benefits of cloud and how many clouds and everything. So we would like to know more about what are those few things, which you think that, okay, leadership, a leader should actually keep in view when we are planning to leverage cloud.
See, Kalpana, I had published article probably a few months back on a cloud strategy should be a multi-dimensional strategy, and it is available on the LinkedIn or the other places also. So it is not one size will fit all. It's very important, and it is not that every enterprise has to go for cloud. So you need to make sure that your enterprise has a solution on the cloud which suits it, because if the volume is low, if it is not, if it is very regulated industry where you don't want to go into cloud at all because of several other constraints or compliance related issues, then cloud may not be the right thing for you. There may be a hybrid cloud. One is multi-cloud where you use mostly public cloud infrastructure, but you may have to go for a hybrid cloud where you want to have some applications on-prem and some applications on the cloud. So that whole cloud strategy for an enterprise has to be devised for you, and that strategy will work for you only. If you want to say that, let me see what others are doing, yes, you can see what they're doing, but at the end of the day, that strategy for your enterprise has to be fine-tuned for your parameters. Yes, you need to think about the size, whether you need to go for multi-cloud. If it's multi-cloud, then why do you put the workloads? Are these workloads sensitive? What is your say cloud security posture management, CSPM, and what's your zero trust? If zero trust is the new technology which everybody is worried about, so do you need to do segmentation of the servers? Do you need more say multi-factor authentication as part of your security posture? So those are the questions which you need to answer yourself, and once you have it, and cloud is a journey, you can't do it overnight, because you are talking about data, you are talking about application, you are talking about network, so it cannot happen overnight. And plus we have to, it's not a technology migration, it's a migration for the enterprise where you need to take your businesses, you need to take your users along with them, you need to identify those pilot applications and data which you can take forward. So I think it becomes a more as an enterprise level initiative where you play the progress back to the board, that this is the progress we have made on the cloud, and important is that you have to publish the ROI, because cloud will be a capex cost will be high, and maybe opex also. So how do you talk about it in the board every maybe a quarter, if not every month, and give them confidence that we are on the right track, or we are making progress, and we are building the maturity in the whole architecture level or the security level, or it may be as simple as the employee experience. You may want to go to the cloud to go for a collaborative platform. Possible, absolutely. So your use case, your requirements have to be first understood, and then you tick out the technology, cloud technologies which are applicable, available, and most importantly, look at how do you manage the cost.
Yeah, sure. So means cloud journey actually begins from the data strategy. So it starts from inside that, okay, what kind of data strategy you have in place, and then planning that, okay, what are the things, what are your requirements, and
Yeah, it is
in terms
data,
of
it is applications, it's about the business requirements which you want to do, and also the security part of it, regulatory part of it. So all that, if for example you want to go to cloud, but your PI data may be exposed to more vulnerability, then that may actually put a stop, and that may not allow you to go to the cloud. Yes, it is as I said, that it is a multi-dimensional approach, strategy when you are building that cloud strategy. And there is one more point to be noted as the enterprises are embarking on this cloud journey. Important is that there is something called edge cloud now. So we need to understand that people are talking about now decentralization of the cloud. They are not talking about centralization of the cloud. So when you are looking at the strategy, maybe edge cloud may be a better solution for you, because you don't want to get all the data processed at the enterprise level. You want to get it done at where the data is at the device level, and get it processed there. And maybe for airlines, it may be a perfect use case, because if you have got thermal cameras at the airports, there is no point sending that huge data to the central cloud. It may be getting processed at the edge itself, and you can take a lot of meaningful decisions, right? So this is as the technologies are evolving, I think you need to pick which one is right for you and which one is future ready for you, because you don't
yeah.
want to pick a technology which is going to die after a few months or few years.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's more like the kind of data we are generating from data analytics, the kind of data which we require is core, like kind of getting valuable insights into the customer preferences and behaviors. Those are the data which are actually related with the business, can be taken to the cloud, and the rest of the data which you think is not directly related to the business, as you have given example of the thermal cameras, can be actually be taken as edge computing. So yeah. So we were talking about the security. The best part is that I think aviation is a kind of an industry which gives a best of the example when it comes to security. The kind of accidents we see on roads, I think that actually doesn't happens in the air. Although I mean the plane is flying high. I mean the height is kind of wherein it should be the most insecure thing. But I think that's the best part, that how aviation industry actually manages up with the wider term of security, not just the securing the IT part of it, but overall security of the passenger. So, now with the wider use of AI, when it comes to the use of AI in security, and especially in terms of aviation, what are your thoughts? Like today, as on today, are we using AI in aviation industry, as especially keeping in view the security? Uh, are we safe, or there is a long way to go? Still, there is a long way to go in terms of the use of AI and technologies like IoT.
See, there are two aspects. I want to break your question to two parts. One is the safety, and second is security. So safety aspect is, which is, as I said, is a regulated industry. So there's a lot of checks and balances before an aircraft is given a green signal to fly. So that processes will continue, whether it is from the engineering side, particularly from the engineering side, when the aircraft is on the ground and they do all the checks, or between landing and takeoff. So all the checks are done. If there is any flaw found, that then the aircraft is declared AOG, aircraft on ground. So it can't fly. So that's on the safety point of view. And second is on the security part of it. Security is mostly related, when I talk about security, I'm not talking about the physical security. I'm talking about the technology security, info security. So that has progressed a lot in aviation also. So you will see, as I said, that we have got today XDR implemented, we have got SIM implemented, we have got identity and PAM solutions, privileged access management or identity access management. So those solutions are already in place. But the key is that how do you connect the dots? God forbid if there's an event which is happening or a malware which is in your enterprise. How, to what extent you can do this real-time check, and to what extent the alert will be thrown in the system through the dashboards, real-time dashboards, where you can take an action. I think there is where the game is. That it is about the timing, right? So, are you reacting to an incident? So, what is your mean time to react, mean time to resolve? So a lot of KPIs are there where you track and you want to go to the root cause, because is it a symptom or there is an issue? So all those tools are today available. Today you can do that, and you can actually fix the problem at the core, at the root. And there is a lot of behavioral analytics which you also do. You talked about AI, ML. Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of analytics being done today in the security aspect also. And once you get those inferences, once you get those exceptions, you can actually evaluate that. And those are sent to the SOC analysts, right? Typically, who are running this whole security operation center or network operation center, SOC or NOC, and they really look at it, and the tools today help them to filter out the false positives, because there are so many alerts being thrown. Which one to pick? So there are today ways to filter that out. Today ways to find out that is a false alert. Is it a real issue? And then you will have an ability before an incident happens. You will have an ability to take an action. So I think that is what the progress has been made by the industry, that you are a little bit more proactive now. You are a little bit more looking at the events in a real-time situation. And you are also looking at the behavior analytics, what is happening within the security. And I briefly talked about the zero trust. I think zero trust really helps to create a proper segmentation for the applications, for the servers, and whosoever is your crown jewels, the critical applications, you put them really in a different segment. Maybe you call it, say, platinum or a gold or a silver or a bronze. So where you worry about which are more critical from your business point of view, where you cannot live without those applications, and you can put lot more controls, lot more monitoring on those applications, and that way you will have a better way to run your business. And you can probably tie with your whole DRP, BCP also as part of it, whole disaster recovery plan, business continuity plan as part of it, because we say that it's not question of uh, whether you will get hacked, but it may be when you will get hacked. And the question is how prepared you are as an organization, because there are a lot of challenges, vulnerabilities which every technology is seeing every day. So we have to be prepared with an approach. Probably that's a better way to address it, and probably leverage these technologies for the benefit of the enterprise.
Yeah, so kind of threat intelligence to actually navigate and to plan. So if something can happen, and if it happens, then what should be done? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So that was quite insightful. So now, kind of switching gears, coming back to the customer experience, from in-flight entertainment to personalized services, how are airlines leveraging digital innovations to enhance the in-flight experience and engage passengers throughout their journey?
Yeah, it is. See, customer is at the center of the aviation, right? And also, Vistara has been very proud to put a special focus on the customer experience. So, and we have got our loyalty programs where we profile the customers depending on the which tier of loyalty they belong to. But broadly, I earlier spoke about that. How do we profile the customers from the deduplication of the data, so understand the data well. So that as part of the strategy stays. Then also you look at the touch points of the customer, right? What are the touch points, whether it is from your channel touch point, whether it is web, whether it is mobile, whether it is social media. And now we're talking about conversational commerce, and where you actually serve the customers on the messaging platforms like WhatsApp. So they may not have to go to the apps very soon. And also now on top of it, we're talking about that this immersive technologies. I talked about that you can give a feel to the customers through these technologies, and they can experience that place much ahead. And on top of it, we have got self-service technologies. We have got biometric-based technologies like the DigiYatra we talk about, and bringing them a lot of seamless experiences to the customers. And for example, in DigiYatra, we say, your face is the boarding pass. You don't have to eventually show your ID when you are breezing through the airport and at any of the touch points. So, and it has picked up the momentum. And there's a great collaboration between government and the airport operators and the airlines. And probably that will continue. And also, we're equipping our own employees with the right applications and tools to understand the customers who are onboarded. When the customer is onboarded, it's not enough that customer knows, yes, I'm a platinum member, but it's also more important that the staff or the employees or the crew who's serving them, they know that what kind of customer it is, and they can little bit personalize. They can also take care of the customers in a much more hyper personalized way, if I have to say that. So yes, if you wear the lens of customer experience, you will see that this will continue, and it has to be so carefully done that it's not a return to the customer, because as I said, that there's a tons of data available. Once you have the data available, how you use AI ML to match the right offerings, solutions, campaigns to that customer, and how you time those campaigns. Because if the customer has a support issue, service issue, you can't be telling them, oh, you want to go to Dubai or you want to go to Bangkok, right? At that time, they'll say, boss, you first fix me. You are trying to sell me at this stage also. So the timing is also important when you actually touch base with the customer on different channels. So broadly, this is what the world we live in, and this keeps refining. We keep understanding our customers better, and we start marrying these technologies with the right customer touch points and channels. So I think that will create. And also what we have done is last 1 year, we have put a lot of focus on EX, employee experience. See, a lot of people don't talk about, when they talk about customer experience, they don't talk about employee experience. But what we have done at Vistara is that we have said that EX is the new CX. If your employees don't have a good experience with the tools, if they don't have a good digital quotient, they cannot be serving the customers at the same level. So we really, put the upskill, cross-skill programs for our employees also, give them the good platforms, good tools, which could help them to serve the customers better. So broadly, it's a win-win situation for the employees as well as for the customers. So that is one of the strategies what Vistara has adopted in elevating the customer experience to the next level.
Yeah. So, what are the top 3 challenges that the aviation industry is facing? And you think that, yeah, these are the top 3 challenges are yet to be addressed?
No, I don't. I would not say challenges, because I hate to use word challenges. I would use the word opportunities.
Okay.
So opportunities are that where if you are able to leverage the from the customer experience point of view, leverage the immersive technologies to a greater extent, I think it will be a very different ballgame altogether. But it is taking time. It is taking time. Like some of the technologies are not matured yet. For example, blockchain has not been embraced fully, though there are a lot of chains. We talk about Web 3.0, where we talk about cryptocurrency. It will also take time, but we feel that those are the from the technology point of view, those are the opportunities which can take aviation to the next level. Second is also about the opportunity to do better is on the regulatory and compliance side. You have seen the DPDP Act has also been released by the Indian government. So how quickly you can embrace that, how quickly you can be compliant with that, and that's again an opportunity for us to serve the customers better, because if that vulnerability is left, probably it will not be good for the enterprise. That is number 2. Number 3 is also on the sustainability side, an opportunity, because Vistara has been driving a lot of sustainable initiatives. For example, we were the first airline to use wide body flight from Charleston to Delhi using 30% SAF fuel and 70% only conventional fuel. And we could save potentially 15,000, if you go with that, 15,000 tons a year. So sustainability is one theme in aviation which has a huge opportunity, and there may be electric planes operational commercially soon. There may be hydrogen-based planes, which can help to reduce the carbon footprint, the whole emissions. While at our level, if you look at it, we have embraced on many solutions, which are actually more green solutions, we can say. We have optic climb, EVOS from Sita, where we can get the how much amount of fuel you need to take in the aircraft and use. Those solutions help us so that we don't carry more fuel or less fuel, and also it can help to predict the weather, weather while the pilots take off. Similarly, we are doing a lot of e-waste management also. So those are the opportunities from the sustainability point of view, which were not there. So broadly, new technologies which we had to embrace. Second is on the regulatory side and the compliance opportunity. Third opportunity is on the sustainability, where you can really contribute more.
Yeah, sure. So, sustainability is something which also falls under ethical considerations that organizations, can factor when adopting new technological advancements, or there could be
no.
more. Yeah.
Ethics has a different focus. It's more to do the business ethically. But
Okay.
sustainability as an enterprise goal is that we want to, I don't know if you know that the IATA has, asked for a net zero carbon emission by 2050, right? So as I said that, we have started embracing SAF, sustainability fuel, aviation fuel. Tata at airline group level also have tied up with Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, CISR, to do the research on the sustainability fuel. And we're also looking at our fleet. We are the third youngest fleet in the world, from sustainability point of view. So it is broadly for the enterprise focus, industry focus, and whatever changes happen in the industry, so we start embracing and make sure that we are compliant.
Sure. So if you can also share your thoughts on the ethical considerations that organizations should factor when adopting new technological advancements.
See, there is a lot of debate happening on the ethical AI, responsible AI. I would say that, and Gen AI, for example. So only inputs from me are that we should make sure that the technology which we are using, code which we are developing, has no implications. It has to be properly vetted. Implications or has any biased view or inferences. So that I think that validation from the ethics point of view is crucial, because we want these technologies to be neutral, right? So I think that is one debate which is happening in the industry, and it is getting a lot of large partners are already embracing and publicly talking about that these are responsible AI, ethical AI. So probably that is one area which has come as a discussion point in recent times. Otherwise, ethically, from technology point of view, did not have a lot more to contribute. But in the recent past, from the AI, Gen AI perspective, I think that's the only consideration one should have.
Yeah. So in the aviation industry, which are the technologies will be seeing less or no investments, and the technologies, of course, I mean, you have already highlighted for, will be seeing more investments are the Web3 and the metaverse, the immersive technologies. Apart from this, if anything you can highlight. So which are the technologies which you think will be seeing either less or, nothing coming forward when it comes to investments?
No, these some technologies have it. I don't think there is anyone who can stand up and say then these technologies are not going to be used. No, I don't. I think it's about how quickly they can pick this momentum. As I said, that blockchain, Web 3.0 will take some time, immersive technology will take some time. But some of the technologies which are today available and very useful for the enterprises are still the data-related, data analytics, traditional AI, Gen AI, some of the use cases, absolutely. So they will continue to thrive. But this user experience, customer experience technologies will continue to thrive as long as you are taking care of the PI-related data, you are not compromising on that. Self-service will continue. You will have more and more power to the end users, whether it is the employees or the customers. So that trend you will see phenomenal. And in aviation also, you would have seen that many airports today are completely self-service. You go to the Bangalore new airport, you can do the self baggage drop. You can actually do everything without asking any help. So that will continue. That self-service concept will continue. You will see a lot more cyber security, info security, data security related technologies being embraced, and you need to be a lot more careful about malwares, ransomwares, and try to address or improve your security posture. I think those technologies you will put a lot of money on. Sustainability also, as I said, that sustainability related technologies, how do you improve the fuel efficiencies, and some will be hardware driven, some will be software driven, some will be OEM driven. So it will be a lot many partners who are actually going to make a difference, and that will continue. We did not talk about 5G as a technology, and I briefly talked about the edge computing or edge cloud. So these two technologies, I believe, will have a phenomenal potential. Because if you are able to process the high data at the edge using 5G, you can do really great job. We briefly talked about DigiYatra, but DigiYatra, if you look at the potential of DigiYatra, is not only to allow customers to breeze through the airport seamlessly, but it's also for the authorities to validate the credentials of a person who is having a valid ticket but may fail on the background check. That you can do real time if you have got the 5G enabled. So you imagine now the use case is that a person who can just seamlessly go through the airport, but if a person has a valid ticket but fails in the background check, so you can use these technologies today to stop a person, though with a valid ticket, and say that, you know what, I think give an alert to the authorities. So that technologies probably will emerge a lot more. IoT will, I think we briefly talked about, IoT will continue to thrive, and but IoT also has an issue with the security part of it. So because there are a lot of malwares and things which are also sitting on the IoT sensors. So how do we safeguard that? So OT security, IT security will continue to thrive. So there are a lot many areas. So I feel that these technologies will continue, and some will take some time to materialize.
Sure. So the biggest budgets we are going to see will be for the security and maybe the immersive technologies.
No, security will continue. Security, not the biggest budget, but the key focus area. It may not be in terms of volume or how much budget to allocate, but in terms of focus, it will be there. As I said, that cloud will continue, and the people will continue to balance what will work for me or what will not work for me. And some may have a hybrid edge, proper cloud, don't know. So it will continue like that, and you will keep seeing this evolve.
Okay. So as we draw near towards concluding today's insightful discussion, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Bhat for sharing profound knowledge around technology innovations, which indeed marks its significance across all industries, especially aviation sector. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Kalpana, for having me. Really enjoyed the conversation. Thanks a lot.
Same, yeah. So we hope all attendees found value in today's discussion around embracing cutting-edge tech innovations tailored specifically for sustainable growth amid evolving demands across global airspace. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.